Hello and welcome. My name is Candice, and I'm a yoga teacher specialized on the nervous system restoration to feel calmer. So, this practice is for all levels, beginners included, and especially for the carers. So, those who give a lot and don't necessarily make time for themselves. So I've created this practice, which is voluntarily short because sometimes longer practice do not get done. So it's about 15, 20 minutes. And then it's a way to replenish you at the end of the day or during the day whenever you need them. So for this session, all you need is a blanket. And if you don't have a mat, don't worry, you don't need a mat or just take a towel. So if you don't have a blanket or a cushion, pause the recording, go and grab what you need and join me when you are ready. For those who have everything, now you've got everything, bring a blanket at the end of your mat. And then we're going to start lying down. As such, you bring the blanket underneath your head, and then your arms are let's bring one arm on your heart, one hand on your abdomen, and knees can be together or big toes towards one another, or if you prefer, legs long. It's entirely up to you. You do whatever feels better for you. And then I'm going to bring my feet on the mat, but don't copy me because I'm doing it. It's better for my body. And the idea is for you to listen to your body. So doing what's best for you. And when you are ready, bring one hand on the abdomen, one hand on the heart, sliding down the elbows on the ground. So there is no muscular engagement. If you are comfortable, closing the eyes, tucking the chin, take an inhale, and then tense the whole body. Maybe you want to lengthen your legs, lengthen your arms. Relax, release the body. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Tension in your butt cheeks, in your face, in your abdomen, in your legs, your toes, your fists, your hands, your arms, and release everything. Sensing the body sinking to the floor. A sense of being held by the floor. Now, bring back the hand and the one hand on the abdomen, one hand on the heart. And then bring the awareness to the body in contact with the floor. And seeing the feet in contact with the floor, the legs, the hips, lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, and head. Bring your awareness to your breath now. Sensing the hand on the abdomen rising and descending with the breath. Natural rhythm of your breath. And now bring your awareness to the hand on your heart. Sensing the beating of your heart underneath your hand. Your beautiful heart. And maybe for this short practice, you want to form an intention. Can be something as simple as moving with kindness, listening to yourself, or anything else which resonates with you. And then on the next breath or two, keep your intention in mind. And exhaling through the mouth, imagine that you are blowing your intention like golden particles, sun dust or gold particle all across your body, your cells, infusing your body with your intention. And again, one more breath. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale, blowing through the mouth. Imagine you are blowing golden particles infused with your intention. And now breathing in and out through the nose. I'm going to prepare the body to move. And if that's available to you, you can extend the arms on each side. If that's too much for your shoulders, sometimes the shoulders can be very stretched or feel tense. Then you bring the hands or arms a little bit lower. And then bring your feet on the mat. If that's okay for you, as wide as the mat, but sometimes there is arthritis in the hips, then bring your feet a little bit closer from one another if that's you. And then wherever you are, wherever your body is, we're going to start swaying the knees from side to side. Noticing before we make a big movement, bringing the knees towards the floor, noticing how that movement of the knees has a ripple effect on your pelvis and on your hips, opening towards one way, the other way. And next time your knees go to the right, we're going to go all the way to the right. So remember, if you have any restriction in the hips or arthritis, you can bring your feet closer from one another. You can support as well. You bring cushions underneath your supporting legs or bring cushions between your legs as well if that feels more supportive. Otherwise, staying as you are, if that's okay and don't feel any tensions in your body. And then either staying like this, or if you wish, you can add the arms for further shoulder release. And then with your left arm, you're going to lift your left hand. So your hand slowly lifts, and then your left hand is aligned with your left shoulder. Left hand goes towards the right arm, and then as close from the floor as you can, making a semicircle behind your hand, hand as close from the floor. And then you arrive at the initial position, and then restarting and lifting from the floor, going towards the right arm, and coming back to the initial position one more time. And then once you completed this movement, we're simply going to reverse. So same movement, so taking a little pause before we do that. And then once you're ready, reversing. So first you start with a semicircle behind your head, left hand towards the right arm, and then opening towards the sky. And two more for this movement. And then final one. And then releasing. Before we move to the next shoulder, we're just going to notice how one shoulder feels against our comparison with the other. We're not expecting a specific outcome. We just bring awareness to the body, not so interested in the response or the feedback, more about the awareness in itself, to the shoulders in this case. And now we're going to bring the knees toward the center. Bring the knees over your chest, sway your knees from side to side. Or if it's in your practice, happy baby, which means the sole of the feet towards the sky, swaying side to side. Bring your hands on your shins, on your thigh, or on the side of feet, swaying side to side. And then we're going to do the other side. Bring your feet on the mat, feet as wide as the mat, and then start swaying the knees from side to side. And then we're going to arrive all the way to the left, so opposite side. Remember, if having the feet as wide as the mat is triggering for your hips, you can always bring them closer. And you can also bring support underneath your thighs, between your legs, to make it more gentle. So that is an option. And then when you are ready, we're going to start the same on the opposite side. So right arm lift, right hand lift off the floor. And then once you bring the right hand towards the left arm, you make a semicircle behind your head. If you want to bring in the breath, so you can start with an exhale as you lift the hand above your head towards the left arm, and you inhale as you open the arms behind your head, and then exhale. And then inhale. If that feels natural, you can choose to inhale and exhale at a different way. So you follow what your body tells you, and then having a brief pause at the center before doing the opposite. And when you're ready, making a semicircle toward the opposite arm, and then opening the hand. And you may, for the sake of playing with it, exhaling if you want to, as you bring the arm behind, and inhale and see which one feels more natural. And then for the last one, you do what feels more natural as an inhale or an exhale as you bring the arm behind, and vice versa as you bring the hand above and opening. And again, before moving again, we're going to bring awareness to the shoulders. And then bring the knees toward the center, swaying the knees from side to side. And then sidelining on one side. And then pushing the floor away. And you arrive on hands and knees position. So arriving, moving the support away. We won't need that. However, if you do have sensitive knees, it's always a good idea to bring a support underneath your knees. So that can be supportive. And then checking the alignment roughly that your ankle, your knees are below your hips and roughly your wrist below your shoulders, separating your fingertips, index finger pointing forward, tucking your toes, and then exhale, rounding the spine, engage the core by bringing the navel center towards the spine, and then inhale, lengthening. And then again, exhale, rounding the spine, engage the core. And then inhale. You follow the natural rhythm of your breath. And one more each side. And back. And now separate your knees a little bit further. Child pose. For some, it's too much to do this because of the knees. There might be some arthritis in the knees. So if it's you, you go on your back and you bring the knees over your chest as such, with a support if you need underneath your head. You don't want the chin pointing up, you want a double chin, and then that might be more your restorative pose. Wherever you are, 2 or 3 breaths in this pose, settling, big toes touching, and then prepare to move again for a wider movement. And then you engage the core, rounding the back, coming all the way forward, lengthening the legs and back. Last one, coming all the way forward and back. We're going to come to our hands and knees, something my regular student knows that I'm very keen on for good reasons, is back bends, because we spend most of our life in forward bend, meaning the spine is leaning forward, whether it's gardening, whether it's we are working on computer, on being on our mobile phone. So therefore, we want to counter this movement of the spine by bringing various movement in the spine. But one very important one is back bending. So we don't have that. We bring some counter movement to the spine, which is much needed for the healthiness of the spine. So keep your feet as they are, back of the feet on the floor, and simply bring one hand on each side. And now you can tuck your chin or bring your head back. Bring your hips forward, and then you just bring your hips forward, and then you can bring your head back or head behind, and just a nice gentle back bend. And coming back to center, we're going to sit in a crisscross position. So it's always easier to have a blanket, double folded blanket or a cushion if you know that you tend to slouch when you sit. You want that the spine to be lengthened without effort, because when the spine is long and we are not bringing the spine forward, the breath is more free to go deeper, and that's what we want to cultivate, a deeper breath, so we don't accumulate tensions in the shoulders, in the neck, and for a healthier body. So you cross to finish this, going to cross your legs. If crossing your legs for some reason is too much for you because there is arthritis classically, or there can be some injury as well, then you can sit on a chair. It's absolutely fine. I always say, do not stress the body. The practice is here to meet the body where it is, and it's not up to the practitioner to adapt to the practice. So really take the time to choose the option which is more appropriate for your body, which can be sitting on a chair or sitting crisscross if it doesn't create any stress on your hips nor your legs, your knees. So once you have your support on the edge of your pelvis, so you want that pelvis tilt, so the back is long. We're going to do some twists. So we've done some forward folding, so going forward, some back bend for the healthiness of the spine. So now we're going to do some twists. So we're going to inhale, hands above the head, and then exhale, turning one way, looking towards the back shoulder, lengthening the back, sliding down the shoulder blades, staying where you are, and then inhaling towards the front shoulder, and then exhale towards the back shoulder. And then we are going to come back from there. We're going to raise the hands towards the sky, facing forward. And then you're simply going to the opposite side. Exhale, looking towards the back shoulder, same principles, lengthening the back, sliding down the shoulder blades, looking towards the back shoulder and staying as you are, just moving the head. Inhale towards the front shoulder, exhale towards the back shoulder. And now coming out from this, inhale both hands towards the sky. And then exhale, bring the hands on your knees, rotating your shoulders one way, rotating your shoulders another way. And you're ready to continue the rest of your day. And well done. Congratulations for carving this time for yourself. It's never an easy task, especially when the agenda is busy. And now bring back your hand, one hand on the abdomen, one hand on the heart, closing your eyes if you are comfortable or looking down. Bring awareness of the body in contact with the floor, sensing the sole of your feet and the crown of your head. Sensing the hand on your abdomen rising and descending. And now sensing your beating heart. You might recall your intention if you've set one. And then, as we did earlier, for 2 breaths, inhale your intention, and on the exhale, imagine you're blowing through the mouth across all of the cells of your body, your physical body, but also your energetic body, fusing your body with your intention. And one more time, inhale. And then exhale, diffuse. Coming back to a normal breath. And we conclude the practice together. And feel free to come back to it. And if you want more, you can reach out to me. And I regularly run classes, retreats, workshops, one-to-one. So I'm here to support you, to listen to yourself for better body, but better mental health as well, better balance. Namaste.